And welcome back, Mindsetters. You know what? I actually just had one of my other supervisors come in and be like, you know what? Just so you know, actually the competition's closing in the next 5 minutes. My apologies, Mindsetters, but that gives you 5 minutes to make sure you whip out your phone and get on the events page and post under the competition question so you can win these awesome prizes. So, Mindsetters, look, I don't have enough hands to hold this stuff, you know? Like, imagine if you were to, walk through your school, yeah, I got this stuff. Yeah, I'm awesome. Yeah. But anyway, mindset is post. Don't forget to also add your code. And good luck. For now, Peter, take it away.
Right, and remember there are only 5 minutes. In fact, after time spoken, there's only 3 minutes left. But here's the question again. An amount of 1,000 Rand is invested in a fixed deposit account that grows at a rate of 12% per annum compounded quarterly. What will the total value of the investment be after 4 years? Will it be A, 1,480 Rand? Will it be B, 1,604 Rand 71 cents? Will it be C, 1,573 Rand and 52 cents? And remember, a little hint, A is equal to P bracket 1 plus I all to the power of N. Remembering it's compounded quarterly. And remember our code as well when you're answering that is 2438. But guys, it's not just about the competition, eh? If you've got questions as well that you would like me to go through in the next half an hour or so, please send them through to Ty. He will then relay the message to me, and then I can go through that question. All right? Is that okay, Ty?
That's not a problem for me. That's kind of my job description, so...
Great.
Yeah.
Right, let's go on. So we said we've come across this question, and one of the things we're going to do is look at that graph and say, well, what does it all involve? So first of all my blue little bars represent 2001. My red bars represent 2009. Okay, so looking at that, we can see that in 2009, when compared to 2001, there was an increase of the use of electricity. Running water increased in some of the schools. Library, there was an increase of the number of libraries in the school in 2009 when compared to 2001. Computers, that's encouraging, hey? Oh, what an increase. In 2001, only 23.6 schools used computers, whereas in 2009, we had a whopping 53% of schools using computers. That's encouraging. It's just discouraging, hey? Because, sure, life's all about technology right now, and we'd like to believe that a lot of people are using computers, but statistics show that's not happening. Okay. Then email hasn't gone up very much. In 2001, 13.4% of schools were using it. In 2009, only 14.7%. Internet, 12.7% of schools were using the internet. 2009, only 14.5%, which is really sad when you think that we can get so much information from the internet. Right, let's have a look at our very first question. Our first question says this. Which faculty or service showed the smallest percentage use during 2001? And remember, 2001 is represented by my blue graph. Which is the smallest? Well, it's kind of close, eh? There's a very close link here between email and between internet. But when I look at it very carefully, I can see internet is slightly lower than my email. In fact, internet is 14.5%, where internet is 12.7%. We're dealing with 2001. That's silly of me, eh? And email is 13.4%. So my internet is the lowest usage. All right, next one. Calculate the difference in the percentage of the schools that had access to running water during those 2 different years. So let's calculate the difference. Running water, here it is here. This is what we're dealing with. So we're going to say 60.5 minus 48.4. So let's do that. We're taking out our calculator and we're saying, right, with the use of our calculator, and let's just go there so we can read those figures. We've got 60.5 minus 48.4. And we get equal to, and my answer is 12.1% difference. So the difference is going to be 12.1%. Okay, and we would just write that up there, 12 1% difference. Fantastic. I think the competition's closed. Is that right, Ty?
Yes, it is just closed. So mindset is, unfortunately, if you didn't follow the procedure, I can't really help you. Because guys, I said make sure you go to the events page. So, I don't know, like today I'm just, I can barely speak. But so you know, mindset is we're going to be giving away stuff every single day. So make sure you check the events page. Make sure you look up the events page. We'll be posting it in our greeting posts. So check on the events page and look under the posted challenge question, comment, code, answer, in that order. Events page, challenge question, comment, post, code, answer. In that order.
But unfortunately, folk, we're not giving any more competition questions with Maths Lit.
Exactly.
Because for the next few days, they're different subjects. So what we'll do is later on, after the next ad break or after the following ad break, in the last 10 minutes of the show, we will go through that competition question, and then we'll announce the winner. I think we're announcing it today, are we?
Yes, we are.
Excellent. So before the end of this program, you will know if you're the lucky winner of T-shirts, some very loud and horrendous DVDs, or some fantastic Maths Lit workbooks. Okay,
don't bother. Don't worry about Peter. He's just old. You know. But anyway, back to the subject.
Right, back to Maths Lit. Now, which faculty or service showed the greatest increase in percentage over the 2 years? All right, folk, we're very lucky with this graph, because not only do we see the bars, but if you look carefully, we also see all these wonderful figures. And seeing these figures is actually going to help us answer that question. But just to get an idea, so I don't go through every single set of figures and saying this one minus this one equals that, this one I'm going to use the bar to determine which is probably the biggest difference. So let's have a look here. If you look at electricity, there's a difference of about that amount over there. Running water, there's a difference over there. Okay, library, little bit of a difference. Now, check computers, hey? Whee, that huge difference. Email is so small you can hardly see the pink line. Likewise with internet. So I would say the biggest difference is going to be this computers. And let's use these figures over here. So using my figures, I'm going to say, right, let's just move a calculator again so we can see those figures. We're going to say 53. 0.0 minus 23.6 equals, and my difference is 29.4. So the difference is going to be 29.4%. Right, next question. If 2,500 schools were surveyed in 2009, calculate the number of schools which had library facilities. Okay, so we've got, 2,500 schools. But there's a certain percentage of them which have libraries. So let's go back up to libraries and let's have a look. In 2009, we had 24.6% having libraries. So we're going to say times 24.6%. And again, folk, our calculator is going to do that for us, eh? Well, we hope it will. There we go. Okay, again, I'm moving my calculator, and let's go. We've got 2,500 multiplied by fraction button. 24.6 get rid of that, over 100 equals, and my answer is 615. So 615 schools have library facilities, okay? So we started by saying, right, we've got the 2,500 schools, we've surveyed 2,500. We were told that 24.6% of them had access to libraries. So all we did was 2,500 times 24.6%, and we got our answer of 615. Okay, fantastic. Let's move on. My next question. Now, this question is also from a paper one, okay? Mrs. King inherited an amount of 150,000 Rand. She decided to invest the money at a bank and to use some of the interest to pay for an overseas holiday in China. She chooses ABC Bank. which offers 6.6 compound interest per annum. Calculate the value of her investment after 3 years. And that's the formula we're going to use. Okay, so our formula, straightforward. And there's nothing hard about this question. A is equal to P, bracket, 1 plus I, all to the power of n. We told A is the final amount, and that's what we're trying to do. P, or calculate, P is the amount invested. Now, how much is she actually investing, right? She's investing 150,000 Rand. So we've got 150,000 Rand. 1 plus, what is my interest rate? Let's have a look at it. It's 6.6% compounded interest per annum. In other words, there's no compounded quarterly like was in the competition question, and there's no compounded monthly like you would probably definitely get in a paper too. This is just straightforward, guys, 6.6%. So let's write that down. So it's 6.6%. How do I write that as a decimal? Okay, what is 6.6? 6.6%, if I do that, 6.6 over 100. And my calculator would say, hey, that's actually 0.066. Wish, the amount of students in matric who take 6.6% and write it as 0.66. Oh my Gideon, that is horrendous. But it happens all the time. And it's an easy mistake to make, eh? Because normally we deal with 12% or 14%, okay? And it's 0.12 or 0.14 or 0.1. Now suddenly it's 6.6. And if I gave you 6%, you would put 0.06. But because it's 6.6, it's going to be 0.066. And let's just check that on our calculator. Because again, I always say this, let the calculator do the work. All right, so we've got fraction button, and I've got 6.6 over 100 equals, and we're going to put that out 0.066, exactly what we said, hey? So it's going to be 0.066%. Now, how many times am I doing this calculation? Well, we told that we're going to invest it for 3 years. So let's do that. So to the power of 3. Now, my calculator again comes up, and we're going to do all the work on the calculator. So 150,000, open brackets, 1 plus 0.066 close brackets, all to the power of 3 equals, and my answer, I'll never remember this, Ty, so you've got to remember this for me.
Alrighty.
181,703 Rand and 32 cents. Got it?
Alrighty.
Cool. So, what is the time?
181,703 Rand and 32 cents.
Excellent. Okay. Now, let's make sure we've answered the question. How do we know when we've answered a question? We go back and read what the question was and say, does our answer and does our question tally with each other? So let's have a look at the question. The question was, calculate the value of her investment after 3 years, and that's exactly what we've done. We've calculated that investment. Okay, my next question. The next question is still about Mrs. King, but she intends having 15,000 Rand available to spend in China. How much will this amount be in Chinese yuan? And we're going to say use the exchange rate. Is it Chinese yuan or Chinese yuan? Okay.
Yen.
Yen. Yeah, I thought so too. All right. So let's go for it. So we now know that 1 Rand is equal to 0.89 yen. Right. We want 15,000 Rand. How much yen is that going to give us? Now, how did I change 1 to 15,000? I multiplied it by 15,000. And what I do on one side, I do to the other, times 15,000 Rand. I had someone the other day approach me, and they said to me, you know, Peter, every time you do the show, you always put these funny brackets, okay? And you always say times by this, and then you do the same that side. Surely that's common sense by now. You know what, guys? It should be common sense. And the more I tell you this, the more you're going to remember it. So every show, when we're dealing with exchange rates or we're dealing with ratios, I'm always going to say what you do to one side, you do to the other side. Because I want you to sit in that final paper, okay? Sit in that final exam, look at your paper and say, oh, this is so easy. Remember that guy on TV who used to just say, times what you do this side, you do that side, let me do it. It must be like, my words must jump out at you. Okay? And the more and more you practice, the more and more and more you're going to do this stuff. So when you do that final exam, you're going to know exactly what to do. All right, so what do? We times by 15,000. So I've got, let's just clear it, 0.89 multiplied by 3,000 equals 13,350. 13,350 yen. Okay. And I think we've got to put 2 little lines through that. Right? I can't believe it. It looks like it's time for another ad break. Time.
It's that soon. Like, these breaks just keep rushing up on me. But anyway, mindset is, I want you to keep following the lesson. Just because the competition might be closed doesn't mean that you still can't win other stuff. But make sure you just keep on the page. Talk to us. Let us know what you think. If you're lost anyway, if you need help, let us know.
And if you've got a question,
yes,
please let us know so I can go through it.
All right. So mindset is, you've heard the drill. But for now, we're going to see you after this ad break.